about a very exciting topic, and it is called talent. So I hope that you enjoyed the last two segments that you had gone through, and so this week we are on our third one, and it talks about talents. So a lot of people may be a bit confused about what a talent really is. So a talent is a natural ability, something that you're born with. So that's your natural ability to do something. But then often people ask, well, what is the difference between a talent and a skill? So a skill is something that can be learned. So even if you're not born with the affinity for that particular talent, you can learn. So for example, my very talented son was talking to me about Messi and Ronaldo. And he was trying to tell me the difference between Messi being a naturally talented soccer player, while Ronaldo was an extremely skilled soccer player. So you have somewhat of an indication of what the difference is. And regardless of whether you are not born with the talent, it is something that can still be acquired. So for many of you, you may think, oh well, I have no really talents, because we don't see a lot of things as talents. We tend to go to the conventional. By that I mean is we go to those who can sing well, who can dance well, who could probably play a sport really well. So those are the conventional talents that we think about. So naturally, looking at ourselves, we think that we don't have those talents. So my equally talented daughter has put together a little video that shows you the different and unique talents that people have around the world.
Alright, this is my secret talent not a lot of people know about. Y'all know the trombone, like that thing. I can make that noise, but with just my mouth.
What's something that you can do that you didn't know was weird, but other people think is weird? I'll go first. Mine is that I have baby doll eyes, and I can do this. I really didn't know that this was weird. I thought everybody could do this. So if you can, please duet me so that I know that I'm not the only one. And just tell me the weird thing that you can do.
Alright, so just squeeze back, go as far back as you can. That's pretty far.
What's a really weird thing that your body does that you're not sure anybody else's body does?
Y'all ready for this?
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here. I need a break from TikTok.
What's something super weird that you can do that you've never seen anyone else be able to do?
Okay, so what are y'all's hidden talents?
I can talk with my mouth closed.
Hi, this is me. I can talk with my mouth closed. It's kind of like yelling. I don't really know how I got here.
So as you've seen this video, you can see that things you never might have expected have come up on this video. Questioning possibly your ability of whether you have a natural skill or ability that you probably didn't think of was a talent. So I want you to think about the things that you do differently from others, and those can be your talents. So let me take you back to the parable in Matthew of the rich man that had given his 3 servants different talents. So for the first he gave 5, for the second he gave 2, and to the last he gave 1. And as you know how the story goes, the first servant, he doubled it and it became 10, and for the second it became 4. But the third servant, he decided that he was going to bury the talent because he knew how his master was. And so we can look at that story as 2 ways. So either the talent could be referred to as money, or that talent could be referred to as your natural abilities. So I would like to think of that story as your natural abilities. You see, God gives us all natural abilities to do things. So if you do not take those abilities, now in that parable, the servant that did nothing with his talent, that talent was taken away and given to the first servant who had doubled the talents. Now, you may think it's a bit unfair because, well, he thought, instead of risking it, let me just be safe and play safe and just keep that talent buried. And often in our lives, we are very, very scared to take a risk, to find out what our abilities are, to find out what our talents are. And so we tend to hide them. Some of us are scared that people will laugh at us, or some of us are scared that people will find your unique ability extremely weird. And what do people generally do when we are different from each other? Is they tend to make fun of us and they laugh at us and ridicule us. But I would like to say to you that once you find your talent, once you find something that is unique to you, even if you don't have a talent, which you think you don't, you can acquire a skill. So think of the things that you like your hobbies, or things that you can do around the kitchen. Some of you can bake really well, some of you can draw really well. It's all these little things that we do that is different from everybody else, or makes that quality special and unique to oneself. Those are the things, and those are the skills that we can hone in on and perfect. So what can you do with your skills and your abilities and your talents? There are a lot of ways in which you can assist people. You can make money out of it. A lot of people choose not to use their talent for monetary gain, and that's because we don't see the value in our talents. But that talent is a natural and a God-given ability, and we should use those talents, because otherwise God would not have given them to us. God has given you special talents because He knows that you have the ability to do something with that. It may not be big, you may not change the entire world with your special talent or skill, but it's something that you could do to enhance your life as well as those around you. So think of a particular skill and talent and think about, how can I use this unique gift that I've been given to help other people? Some of us are really good at maths. Now, me on the other hand, I do not do very well. So if you are good at, say, maths, for example, you can assist other people. You can use that by making money, by using your talent and your gift. So there are many things that you can do with your talents and gifts. Some of us really don't know what our talents and gifts are. And how do we then get to know what it is? So a lot of things, like when we figure out what we like or what we'd like to do, is through trial and error. So you may have a lot of things that you think you're good at and not particularly know which one. So give them all out a try. So let me give you an example. When my son Jordan was very little, well, not really little, he was about 6 or 7, there was a lot of things that he was interested in and a lot of things that he tried out. So he was playing soccer, he was playing cricket, he was in the Cub Scout, he was playing music. So there was a lot of different things that he was involved with. However, over the years, the one thing that he stuck to was music. Jada also had a lot of things that she was interested in. So she used to dance, she used to sing, she used to do drama, she used to play music, and all of those things. And eventually she had got to learn that her talent lied in drama, which she pursued. And is still pursuing to this day. And so is Jordan. So even though you may think that your talent is not clearly defined and you don't know what it is that you'd like to do, try a few things out. See what it is that you can do. So this time would be the perfect time to do it because you have the school holidays, you have lockdown, you can't really go anywhere or do anything. So how do you invest in your talent? Now, for some of you, you may not have the money to do it, but technology today has allowed us to become really, really good at the things we didn't know we could do. So there's a lot of YouTube channels, there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of books, things that are so easily accessible for us these days to actually hone in on our craft, hone in on our skills. They will teach you how to play instruments, for example. So if you may be interested in playing the guitar, you may think, I really do not have the talent for it. However, you can acquire the skill for it, and there's means and ways in which you could do it. So when we want to figure out how is it that we use our talents and how is it that we hone in on our talents, these things can be done quite easily. And there's a lot of people that are willing to assist you in getting to know what your talent is, getting to know what is it that you like and you don't like. As young people for today, the world is open with endless opportunities and possibilities. Before, the things we thought were not a career option are now career options. Before, when people wanted to become a chef, a soccer player, or a musician, you were always told those are not fields that you could succeed in. You were always told that these are not career generating or income generating careers, and so you should not do them. However, when we realize what things can be done and the possibilities that are around us, it opens up our mind, it opens up our possibilities of doing the things that we really love. And once you do the things that you really love and the things that you're really passionate about, your life does not become one of bore. You are not bored. You are not constantly fighting, trying to be stuck in a career that you're not really happy with and wanting to do what is it that you have the ability to do. So try and figure those things out. And if you haven't, it's not too late to actually go ahead and figure these things out. And it's very simple. I like to think of doing things that I feel brings me joy, brings me fulfillment, brings me, enlightenment. And those are the things that you can attract and attach yourself to. So anything that you want to do, you can do it. There is no limitations, there's no boundaries. Your talents, however and whatever they may be, will and can make room for you in this life. It may not be something that you wanted to do, it may not be something that you thought of doing, but it's something that now you can do. So think about your uniqueness, think about your talent, think about the thing that makes you special, think about the things that make you different. These are your talents. These are the things that make you you. These are the things that God has given you. These are the things that He wants you to use for His glory, because they are the things that they've instilled. These are the things that He has instilled in you when you were born. You have natural abilities. And don't think of, the other person is more talented than me, then I don't think I can actually do that. You can. Once you have a talent, you have the possibilities to become very, very skillful at that talent. It just takes practice. It just takes perseverance, and it takes consistency. Because even though you have a natural talent, it still needs the work. It still needs to put in the hard work. So don't think it's too late to start something new. There's never too late. It's never ever too late to start something new. You've got a God-given talent. You've got a God-given ability. And God knew what he was doing when he instilled that ability in you. He knew what you were doing when he gave you that talent. You may not know what to do with it now. And you may not have figured out, how can I use this talent to help somebody? How can I use this talent to enhance my life? But try and figure it out. You know, there's a lot of people. I mean, you have your youth leaders, you have youth counselors, you have all these people that are accessible to you to try and figure out how and where and when can I use these talents that God has given me. So God does not make a mistake. You know, you don't think that he's given you something that you cannot use, or God's not giving you anything. If you search within yourself deep enough, you will find something that makes you unique. You will find something that makes you special. And it may be not conventional. So don't think, oh, because I can't sing and I can't dance, I'm not a good public speaker, I have no talent. No, they are creative abilities, you know, and like you would have seen in the previous videos, they are things that are unique to you and only you. And so don't look at conventional talents. Don't think that because I don't have the conventional talent, I have no talent at all. No, God has instilled that talent in you. You have to figure out, how is it that I make this talent work for me? Because I know that God has not given me something that I cannot handle. God will not give you something that you know is beyond you. Everything that God has instilled within you, he knows that you have the capabilities to actually come out and be great at it. Fear lets us not follow our talents. You know, when we look at other people around us, we think, oh, well, they're doing a better job at it, so why should I be doing a better job at it? But don't think like that. Don't be afraid. Don't compare yourself to others and think that you do not have a talent or a unique skill. Believe me, because you have been created and designed by God, you do have something on the inside of you that you can birth out. All the best in finding your hidden talents.